Greeting everybody! Today I would like to tell you some information about my school journey. This journey was planned and cooperated by the Administrator Council of Giồng Ông Tố High School and Thắng Lợi Travel Company. In order to improve student ability to adapt to natural environment as well as broaden horizons beyond the school campus. The first destination of the trip was Vientiane Pagoda in the territory of Tiền Giang Province. Tiền Giang Province is a coastal province in the Mekong Delta, situated 70 kilometers to the southwest of Ho Chi Minh City. The province is located in the Southern Essential Economic Area. Currently, the province has 11 relics ranked by the state such as Vientiane Pagoda, Thủ Hung Khoa Tomb Temple, Trương Định Tomb, Trương Định Fort, Royal Tomb, Rạch Gầm Xoài Múc, and etc. After an hour of traveling, we reached the first place, Vientiane Pagoda. The pagoda temple is located on Nguyễn Trung Trực Street, Mỹ Tho City. In the early 19th century, the pagoda was built by Mr. and Mrs. Bùi Công Đạt. Main hall of Vientiane Pagoda is decorated dignifiedly, preserving many ancient statues and elaborately carved covers. The amazing set of the 18 archheads are masterpieces of unique circular statues which were created by Southern artists in the early of 20th century. The pagoda is designed in the form of the Chinese word nation, consisting of 4 interconnected compartments, including front hall, main hall, ancestral house, and rear house. It is constructed of cement and precious wood. The foundation is 1 meter high, surrounded by tough walls. Inside the main hall and the ancestral house are erected in Chinese style, but still retain Vietnamese architecture. Attaching these two spaces is a small space with the rockery in the center, depicting vivid natural scenes of Vietnamese environment. It proves that our ancestors wanted to bring nature into the house.
After visiting and burning incense, we returned to the car and moved to the second location. This second place is situated in the territory of Vientiane Province. This place is also a province in the Mekong Delta. This is 80 km far from Ho Chi Minh City. It has operating conditions to develop ecotourism. As it still returns the distinct feature of the garden, the green ecological environment of the coconut grove, and of fruits, orchards, or reserve. Vientiane has famous products such as Mỹ Long, rice paper, and Sangdok bush pastry and coconut candy. This display where the impression of roasting areca and making called tambung. Areca left to dry the tree without ripping up. It's very famous in the national market. Besides, this place also has reputation of consisting many bushes, monuments, or the prey of famous tourist character.
Second place of this trip is Lang Vương Tourist Zone. Lang Vương Tourist Area is labeled as a miniature quest located in Vientiane Province. This place attracts visitors not only by the fresh atmosphere, but also by interesting entertainment activities. Moreover, coming to Lang Vương, you will have the opportunity to enjoy delicious specialties make you forget the way home. Previously, this resort was just wildfield and was gradually renovated and built into the current Lang Vương Tourist Zone. Lang Vương Tourist Zone is located at Provincial Road 887 in Hamlet 2, Phú Nhuận Commune. About 5 kilometers from Vientiane City, the folk games here are extremely diverse from land to water. For instance, we have monkey bridge, cycling over the bridge, swinging across the river, and etc. We were transformed into traditional Western boys and girls with the Baba costumes, which is a symbol of Western region. Before participating in the games here, each of us were given an orange life jacket in order to ensure safety in all cases when we are participate in the water game. The first game me and my friends experienced was Shaking Bridge, which was an exciting and competitive game. The gameplay is also very simple. Two classes will be divided into two sides of the bridge. Until it is filled with the maximum number is 10 on both sides, the game shall begin. The two sides will be trying to tilt the bridge during attempting to push their opponents fell off the bridge. Finally, the winning team will be the side that has the last person still on the bridge. After swinging games, there are many other games such as cycling across the bridge, crossing the bridge, catching ducks, catching fish, etc. After energy-consuming activities, it is time to rest for lunch. We had an opportunity to enjoy countless dishes with both flavors of the West River. The cuisines at the Langford tourist area is not a delicacy or fancy meal, but they are simple rustic dish with both flavors of sour soup or braised fish. After lunch, me and my friends have experienced the feeling of grilling and tasting milk rice paper, a typical type of rice paper of the Quest. The cake was a mild taste after grilling. The aroma of hot, crispy rice paper was so fragrant that even covered the surrounding.
After participating in all activities of Langford tourist area, it's time to get on the bus to move to the third place destination. This time our third place is in the territory of Long An province. Long An, also a province in Mekong Delta, is a locality centered at the gateway of Mekong Delta region adjacent to Ho Chi Minh City. Long An has many historical sites from ancient to present. Currently, the province has about 186 historical sites, 16 monuments are ranked national historical sites, and 63 sites are ranked provincial level. The third destination of this spectacle trip is Vân Tàu Historical Site. Construction started in 2003. On October 14, 2010, the inauguration ceremony was held. This location is the intersection between Vàm Cỏ Đông and Nhật Tàu rivers, early in Tân Bình Commune, Tân Trụ District, Long An Province. This place once happened the fire of Nhật Tàu in 1861, making the victories against the battleship El Escadron of national hero Nguyễn Trung Trực on October 12, 1861. The campus is about 6 hectares wide. Nhật Tàu relics have been ranked a national monument by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism on June 28, 1996. This place lets we know a lot of more information about hero Nguyễn Trung Trực. Get to know him in detail. Know what information is true among all online beliefs. Nguyễn Trung Trực was born in 1838 in his hometown in Bình Nhật Village, Cửu Cư Hạ Canton, Cửu An District, now in Hamlet 1, Thạnh Đức, Bến Lức, Long An. Coming from a family of fishermen for many generations, his original hometown is Bình Định, so he soon became good at martial arts. At the age of 18, he achieved championship of tournament in the ring at Cai Tai, defending the ring for 3 days without opponents. That's why Trương Định recruited Trực to his garrison army. From here, he began to participate in resistance activity against the French. On February 24, 1861, the French colonialists opened fire on Chí Hòa Fort. Then Nguyễn Trung Trực in the Trương Định Explanation Army participated in defending at the in front of Chí Hòa Fort. But then the Chí Hòa garrison were defeated, and Trương Định had to retreat to Gò Công and appointed to Nguyễn Trung Trực the right to govern the army to replace him in defending the area. Isparang is a fairly modern warship. On the border is equipped with one cannon along with 45 soldiers, equipped with modern weapons, placed under the command of the naval lieutenant named Perfect. The ship was located at Vam Nhiệt Đảo for the purpose of blocking all the reinforcements from Saigon across the Vam Cỏ Đông River, and using the ship as a mobile outpost to spread the revolution. Rebellions attacks by people in the area. In order to sink and burn the ship Isparang, Nguyễn Trung Trực and the insurgents had to disguise themselves as a convoy of dry trading boats to be able to approach the ship. While presenting the passport, Mr. Trực suddenly killed the guard and then ordered the entire insurgent army to take coal on the ship to destroy the remaining soldiers. Because the taking was too sudden and there was no defense, most of the soldiers on the ship were killed by insurgent troops. However, 5 soldiers were lucky to escape by the river. After eliminating in all soldiers on the ship, Nguyễn Trung Trực and the insurgents used the oil to burn the ship. After this victory, Mr. Trực, the name had resounded everywhere. The influence of the operation is felt to all provinces in all southeast of Vietnam. Especially after the victory, it encouraged the spirit of people all over the country, and a series of uprisings attacked the French co-opted systems. After the victory at Vam Nhiệt Đảo, when he returned to the area of operation in Kiên Giang, with Nguyễn Trung Trực and the insurgents continued to establish the second battle, which was the victory at Rạch Giá Fortress. On June 17, 1868, he and his insurgents suddenly attacked the Rạch Giá Fortress, which was one of the headquarters of the French colonists in 1868. After learning that our troops had taken over the Rạch Giá Fortress, this action forces the French had to mobilize their entire forces to pull down and recapture the fort. On the afternoon of June 21st, 1868. After that, Mr. Trực could rail to full work to establish a base of resistance against the French, with the determination to capture Mr. Trực, because it was he who caused a loss of time to people and property for the French. They pulled the entire force to turn around a whole island of full work. On the one hand, the French used fame and fortune to lure him out. On the other hand, they took the people of the island and took his mother hostage. Every 3 days, they refused to surrender. They would kill the people, and last one was his mother. Because he loved the people, loved his mother, and to reserve to his forces and wait for another opportunity. He gave his grace to his insurgents and went out alone to let the French arrest him. But he resolutely refused to surrender. After catching Nguyễn Trung Trực, the French brought him back to Saigon to continue seducing him, but he vehemently refused. Seeing that his patriotism could be not shaken, they brought him back to Rạch Giá City. He was beheaded on October 27, 1868. Before his sacrifice, he left behind 2 immortal sayings. When will the West pull out all the wheat in the South? Will the South stop by the West? The third play is also the last play of this field trip. So after burning incense, and listening to information about Nguyễn Trung Trực, we moved out to the car to starting going back to the school. Although the trip was quite tiring, everyone in the car still wanted to end up the trip in the most memorable way. So we decided to open a small party to celebrate the first time the whole class hang out together after 2 years of COVID isolation.